Hey guys, it's Chris, and I am here with the Top 5 Wednesday video, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday is the Top 5 Tropes that you hate. This was hard to narrow down, but I have accomplished it. And as always, I'm going to put a link down to the Top 5 Wednesday group in the description box below, and Ginger Laney's channel. She is the creator of Top 5 Wednesday. You guys should go check her out if you have not already. My number 5 one is miscommunication trope. Or all that basically this kind of trope is basically like only thing you need to do to figure out and solve everything and just just fix up a little miscommunication that happened. This happened to Spinner the Shepherd and the Leading Man, which I read for Booktubeathon, where all the main character had to do was explain his feelings actually completely outwardly to this person, and then the person would understand that he didn't just want him for sex essentially. And I'm sitting here just like, go back and tell him what you actually wanted. What the heck is wrong with you? Of course he's gonna react that way when you were drunk. Like, what? So yeah, miscommunication plot. This is kind of fresh on my mind because I read it for BookTubeathon, and just, it happens in a lot of romance stories a lot, and some other plots as well. I can think of it in some like YA novels as well. It's kind of like, oh, just this big misunderstanding type of thing that just annoys me. 4 is the love conquers everything plotline. Oh my gosh, it's all of these struggles and everything's happening. But no, I felt my true love, and now we're gonna fix it all. And just no. Like, no. No. Just like, and also pair it with that, it's just like any books where like these teens are, someone's having a lot of problems, and then they meet someone and that just supposed, that meeting that person or falling in love with this person solves everything. Just no. No. Goodbye. Now we gotta give examples. There's so many. 3. Love triangles. And not only love triangles as in one of the one person is confused about picking between two other people. Not love triangles like poly relationships, which I have a fun time reading and really enjoy reading. No. These love triangles everyone else is gonna be saying on their list, where it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't choose between you and you. Let's see. Name. I'm not. There's too many examples. I just, and it's not just in straight fiction either. It happens in queer fiction. The one that's popping in my head is Sam Dorsey and the 16 Candles, and that story where he's trying to choose between someone he didn't even realize was into him and his like all-time crush forever. And I'm just like, it was just annoying. I liked the story, but it was still annoying. Just, I can't do it. Oh, and Encounter. Encounter was an interesting one because it was a love triangle between a girl and two guys, but it wasn't the way you expected to be. Like, the guys were both gay or bi. I don't know. It was like the guys were competing for the girl, but really competing around each other because they both were into each other at the same time. It was like there was a lot of lines in that one, and that still annoyed me. So like, these are the most interesting love triangles I could think of, and they still annoy me, and so that just tells you how I feel about other love triangles right there. Number 2 is the Karma Houdini. And this is a character who just does a ton of horrible things to everyone. They're mean, they're cruel, they just do a ton of horrible stuff, and you're waiting for Karma to come back and hit them, you know, like, oh, this character's gonna get what's coming to them. But then somehow, by the end of that story, they've just avoided it and come out completely scot-free. Somehow. Even though they've done tons of horrible things. That's the Karma Houdini. I don't like them. One example is Seth Desty wrote a book called The Rise and Fall of Theater Geek. His main character is an example of this, where he lies, he's horrible, he's self-absorbed, he's just really annoying. And he kind of comes out of that book completely scot-free. Another character, Sam Dorsey, in the second Sam Dorsey book, Sam Dorsey and the Dirty Dancing, completely scot-free, and he does something that is one of my hugest pet peeves in real life in that book, and he just comes out of it completely scot-free. So yeah, the Karma Houdini. Really, that probably should have been number 1, but what's gonna get number 1? Insta-love. I just can't do stories with insta-love in them. It's just, ugh. Ugh, It doesn't work. Well, I don't think I've ever seen an insta love story. I really, really, really liked it, and I felt like this romance was insta love. That usually will knock something down tremendously. So yeah, no insta love. I don't know if anyone likes insta love stories. I want to see a build up. I want to see a relationship start and then form, and then we move up to the love down the line, because that's how I would rather see it. Let's just say that. Yeah, it's like, hey, this person meets you. I'm in love with you. That's a little scary. It's happened to me. That's a little scary. Not like from personal experience. It's like, whoa, this is moving way too fast for me. Just saying. So definitely gonna have number one being insta love. That's it for my list. But tell me what tropes you hate, because I'd like to bond with you on tropes that you hate, because I probably hate some of your tropes as well. I have a long list. This was just the 5 that I've narrowed down my list to, and this little hour of narrowing that I just did. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.